Good evening, guys. Hope you're all well. This is Ulas, and we'll be starting with general anatomy today. We'll be discussing some of the basic terms used so that it becomes easy for us when we are discussing the organs in detail. Organ systems, arteries, veins. When we are discussing that, these terms become very helpful. We'll be discussing it under the headings of anatomical position, the terms used, and the planes used when we are discussing. Okay, let's go to the anatomical position. See, guys, anatomical position of a person is described as when the person is standing straight, eyes looking forwards, palms open facing forwards, and the fingers pointing towards the ground, feet together. 5 points, guys. Person standing straight, eyes looking forward, palms facing forward, fingers pointing towards the ground, feet together. Guys, this becomes important because whenever we are discussing the orientation of any structure with another structure in the body, the person is assumed to be standing in anatomical position. So that is one of the very basic things when what we learn in anatomy, guys. That's how it becomes important. Now we'll go to the terms which we use. Uh, the first term is the median. Median means midline, guys. Whatever is in the midline, that's the median. See here, I'll be drawing a line here, a straight line going through the middle of the body. This is the median line. It can also be a median plane. This becomes way we apply this is, guys, there's something called as a median sagittal section of the body. It's usually used when we are describing the median sagittal section of the brain. There we use this term, guys, median. Then there is medial and lateral. The medial is towards the midline, lateral is away from the midline. Okay, you have heard that the midline is the median, towards the median is the medial, away from the median is the lateral. Okay, how does this become important? We'll discuss that when we are discussing the terms, guys. For example, I can give eyes are medial to ears. See here, ears are a little away, but eyes are towards the midline, so eyes become medial to the ears. And in the same way we can say ears become lateral to the eyes. Now, superior and inferior, guys. Superior is above, inferior is below. The way we discuss this is, the way we use this is, see here, guys, this is the mouth, right? We know that nose is above the mouth. The way we say in anatomy is nose is superior to the mouth, eyes is superior to the nose, forehead is superior to the eyes. In the same way we say like chin is inferior to the mouth, and neck is inferior to the head, chest is inferior to the neck. That's how we use superior and inferior. Anterior and posterior, guys. Anterior is front, posterior is back. The way we say this is, I can give an example here. uh, uh, See here, guys, we'll discuss that. Superficial and deep. Superficial is towards the surface, guys. Deep is away from the surface, deeper to the surface. We'll be discussing this when we are discussing certain arteries. There's something called superficial epigastric, which is towards the surface, towards the skin, and there's a deep epigastric artery which is deeper to the skin. That's when we use superficial and deep. Arteries and veins we'll discuss in detail. Nerves, the definition of nerves is, guys, it's a bundle of myelinated axons out of CNS. You have learned the diagram of a neuron in 12th, I think. Now there's an axon, there's a cell body, and the axon is myelinated. So if many axons like that come together, that's a nerve. That's a peripheral nerve, basically. Joints is where two or more bones meet. Ligaments is a connective tissue where the which basically connects, it's an elastic fibrous connective tissue. It basically connects the bone to the bone. And this tendon, it's a connective tissue which connects muscle to the bone. We'll discuss that in detail when we are taking the topics in general anatomy. Okay, now the planes, guys. Planes become important in many things. When we are seeing an MRI image, a CT image, it becomes very important in what plane you are seeing. Okay, see here guys, the sagittal plane is basically which goes through the median line, the median plane, we call that the median sagittal plane too. So that goes from front and back through the midline of the body. That's the mid sagittal plane. But the sagittal plane can be even lateral to the mid sagittal plane, a little lateral, a little more lateral. That can be the sagittal plane options, guys. Like instead of going through the midline, it can go through the left pupil. That becomes a sagittal section. The median sagittal section goes through the midline of the body. The coronal plane is when the section is taken from the sideways, like going you can see here now guys, it is going through the person sideways. There can be infinite number of coronal planes which can be taken, same way infinite number of sagittal planes which can be taken, infinite number of transverse planes which can be taken, but there can be only one mid sagittal plane, remember that guys. Then there is a transverse plane. Transverse plane is what is taken in the horizontal section. If you cut the person in half horizontally, and if you're looking, that's the transverse plane. I'll show you the images guys. This is the median sagittal plane. Okay, median sagittal plane, in the left side it's a magnetic resonance imaging, what's basically called an MRI. See, you can see here now, I'll give you an example of the orientation here, how it becomes important. See guys, this is the spinal cord, and this is the body of the C2 vertebra. It's also called dens. Dens is basically like a process guys, that's a different embryology part. I'll tell you in brief. Like every vertebra has a body, but this first vertebra gave its body to the second one, and the second vertebra has a part called dens. That we'll learn in detail when we are doing head and neck. See here guys, whenever you're drawing a diagram, put A and P like this guys. Even medial and lateral will do when it's applied. This is A is basically front, P is back. See, the C1 dens body is anterior to the spinal cord. Spinal cord is posterior to the C1 dens. Now I'll give you one more example. There is ligamentum flavum here which I am drawing in black. See, the ligamentum flavum is back of spinal cord. That's what we say, ligamentum flavum is posterior to the spinal cord. This how we say in anatomy guys. Just see a few more examples. We'll be discussing that too. It will become easier when we are discussing. See here guys, I have drawn here, the yellow one is the liver, the upper black one is the heart, and the lower black one is the transverse colon. How we say it in anatomy. See here guys, the heart is superior to the liver, liver is superior to the colon, colon is inferior to the liver, colon is inferior to the heart. That is how we say. If you want, I can make one more video discussing the example of the orientation. We can do it like a quiz. If you'd like, I'd be happy to. See here guys, this is a transfer section at the level of T10. T basically represents the thoracic vertebra. At the level of T10 thoracic vertebra, we cut the person in half and we are looking at that person from above. That's the transverse section. See, you can see the liver here. This is the liver, and the green one is the gallbladder, and we can see the various organs. We can see the kidneys here, and we can even see the stomach, and we can see various other part of intestine. So this is how it is oriented guys. This is the horizontal section. Now let's go to the last topic. Last topic is arteries and veins. See here guys, this is a very interesting topic where many people go go wrong. Arteries and veins. Arteries are the blood vessels which carry oxygenated blood. The veins are the blood vessels which carry deoxygenated blood. This is a wrong concept guys. This is a very wrong concept. Forget these things. Never think of arteries and veins like that. Arteries, okay guys, arteries are the blood vessels which carry blood away from the heart. The blood vessels which carry blood away from the heart, these are arteries. Veins, Veins are blood vessels which carry blood towards the heart. These are veins. Veins carry towards the heart, arteries carry away from the heart. Then why is it given in red and blue? That says the oxygenation of the blood in that part of the vessel. See here, the arteries usually carry oxygenated blood to the peripheries, and veins bring deoxygenated blood from the peripheries to the heart. So why is this concept wrong of oxygenation and deoxygenation for arteries and veins? This becomes wrong in case of pulmonary artery, guys. Pulmonary artery and pulmonary veins are different. See, I'll show you. I'll be drawing the pulmonary artery in green. See here, you can see this now. Pulmonary artery was blue because pulmonary artery is sending the blood away from the heart to the lungs. So lungs is where the oxygenation of the blood happens, and if the oxygenation of the blood is happening, the blood before going to the lungs is deoxygenated, so it is shown in blue. And similarly, you can see one more which I'm marking in yellow. These are in red. These are the pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins are bringing the blood towards the heart from the lungs. When the blood is coming out of the lungs, it is oxygenated. That's the concept, guys. That's why the pulmonary veins are shown in red and the pulmonary arteries are shown in blue. You got it now? This was the last concept for today. We'll be joining back soon, guys. And meanwhile, if you have any doubts, please mention me. I'll try to answer within the 24 hours, and if necessary, I'll make a video for it too. Have a great day, guys. All the best.